Cole Perfetti is finally signed. Darren Dreger broke the news earlier. A 2-year, $3.25 million contract annually for Cole Perfetti. The Winnipeg Jets themselves have confirmed it as well. He is finally signed to an affordable bridge deal that I think works out great for both sides right now. I don't understand really what took him so long. This contract seems really fair to me, and if the Jets were really holding it up on their end, I think it's silly. I think it's perfect for a guy where Perfetti's at right now at his skill level and what he's shown at the NHL level over 130 games. So, I don't understand what took so long. Like, this is the contract I always expected him to sign. I think 3.75 is, obviously you could make the argument for 3.5, but anywhere in that range to me, it's really not that much for a guy that at that skill level who is a really important member of the top 6 at this point, and that is proven. So with this contract signed by Chevy, he has finally, got a good idea of what the cap's going to be going forward. Right now, $2.5 million in cap space available with the Perfetti contract being signed. So the team still has some wiggle room to add, and I would expect potentially, maybe they move on from some players currently under contract as well because of, young players and how well they're performing so far at camp. You might have a guy like Chibrikov coming up and bumping down somebody else, and that on an entry-level deal, and that's exactly what you need if you want to be a good team trying to win with depth. You need good players on affordable contracts, and there's no one more affordable than a young prospect on an entry-level deal. So I think that this situation works out really well for the team. It's a fair contract for Perfetti. He can get paid in a couple of years if he finally explodes. That could actually backfire on the Jets. I understand why they wanted to go for him being long-term. Nonetheless, though, I think that this contract will hopefully work out well for both teams, for both parties down the line. Obviously, Perfetti, like I said, if he has a killer couple of years on this contract, it's going to cost the Jets a lot of money. But, and I expect him to honestly to have some pretty good years. Now, with Brad Lambert looking like he's going to be a member of the top 6 this upcoming season, he could really explode with Perfetti on that second line. Lambert's really been shining. He was great in the Young Stars Classic. He was good in his first preseason game. In a game that was honestly the Jets played terribly in, he was a good factor in it all game long and really brought a lot to a terrible effort team-wise. And I think that he will really make an impact this year in that top 6. And him with Perfetti could be a really good duo. I could see him slotting into that second line with Nikolai Ehlers, with Cole Perfetti and Brad Lambert. That could be a really killer line. With a lot of speed and a really good guy in Perfetti to man the net front presence and all that stuff there. And as well as, switching back and forth between Lambert to help face-offs and whatnot as a center position. I think that could be an interesting line to see, and that's what I've wanted to see come preseason. So now that finally Cole Perfetti is signed, we can get him into a couple of preseason games, and we can actually, see what he looks like with Lambert. I think that's going to be a huge part of judging what the top 6 will look like in this upcoming season. So all the question marks are finally starting to be answered going into this season. Perfetti is signed. We know for how long, and now we just got to see who he plays well with and figure out what the top 6 is going to look like. So honestly, this is a huge sigh of relief. I thought this could draw out a little bit longer based on reports that we've been seeing this week, so I am very glad that it turned out the way it did. A typical Jets fashion, news coming randomly late at night on a Monday. I believe 8 o'clock Winnipeg time, this news randomly breaks on a Monday, so pretty funny. Typical Jets as usual, but I am happy Perfetti is signed. It's a fair contract for both parties. I don't know what took so long. Really glad that this is finally over. It's been dragged down way too long, and now we can finally get Perfetti back onto the ice and warming up for preseason with this team. I'm excited. I hope you all are too. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, as always, on what you are going to think about, what we think about Perfetti of this deal. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts if you wish it was longer, and the short-term deals and why you think it took so long. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below, as always. And also, I just want to say, that video I uploaded the other day of the highlights for the Edmonton Oilers Winnipeg Jets preseason game, it's just eclipsed over 20,000 views. It's become my most viewed video on the channel, which is really funny that that's the most viewed video on my channel, but I love it. I'm really grateful, so thank you guys if you've checked that out and watched it. And if you're new from that video, yeah, I'm just a crazy Jets fan that loves talking hockey. So thanks so much for watching. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Go Jets go, and I will see you guys in the next one very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Open my book, rip it up with a pen, and open my mind and get at it again. I really do not know where to begin. My mind is always on my kin. My creativity on 10 was never raised with silver spoon, but my mental state make it bend. What do you mean I come again? Out of this world like fourth men, so much more than mortal men. Shit is over, shit is fin. I'm in the booth like I have sin. I'm living it up, I'm living my life. I don't give a fuck when I was